This is a Looney Studios podcast. Hello and welcome to Aerde Talks. I'm Hunter Looney, the Game Master, and this show is here to dive deeper into the world of Aerde, which is traversed in Aerde Tales. I'm joined today by Leah, who plays Gamoree, and Noah, who plays Salazar. And today we'll be discussing the latest episode of Aerde Tales and some about Desmodon's politics. So, last episode of Aerde Tales, Salazar and Mushak went in to fight the Doan, and Gamoree stayed out and made sure everything was fine out and about. Got a mysterious little note slipped into your hands, and noticed some archers in the woods. Fight ensued inside. Eventually we're able to dispatch the Doan. Mushak becomes Doan, makes a proclamation, and then some of the other Pantheras pass out. And then it ends.
Yeah, pass out.
So, what do y'all think? How did that go?
I didn't really expect anyone to be sick or anything at the end, so, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that was my main concern the whole time was, what are we going to do with them? Because beating one person is one, even if he's a huge dude that's a Doan
And has lair actions and legendary actions.
Yeah, you know. But like, so even if you do that, there's still all these other people that were loyal to him.
Yeah, how did you like the rings? No?
I mean, they were annoying. Especially the revive one. So
that ended up so I will say you all buffed yourselves and played it really well, because that could have went way worse in there. I had tried to make it to where there was a solid chance you all might die. Hence why I gave you the revives. But if one of you died and was not able to revive the other one, and then that person died, no. Just going to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I tried to... Did you feel like it was pretty equal footing?
yeah.
Like, were you stressed at any point during it that you might lose?
No.
Well. Maybe I need to make it harder.
No.
What about the statues? Did you like the statues?
I mean, the statues were, like, unexpected, so, like, I mean, they were special, so, yeah. But the sad thing is I couldn't, like, hit it with a shuriken or a kunai
to
try to trigger it.
Yeah. You would have had to take a turn to investigate it, and then you could have. Mm-hmm. But then you would have sacrificed a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But then I would have got rid of one of his lair actions.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. How about Gamoree being outside and still being in the initiative order? Did you expect anything to happen outside at all?
Yeah, I expected more, actually.
You thought they were going to actually, like, start a fight with you and stuff?
Yeah.
I will say, like, if both of them had died inside and he came out, I had not decided whether or not they were going to immediately try to fight and kill you, or just run you out of town and not give you their bodies or anything.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, because I wouldn't have left without a fight.
Yeah. So then you would have been fighting a lot of people.
Yeah, cool. Good thing you won.
Yeah.
Yeah, now just comes the aftermath, which is literally what the next episode is called. The Aftermath. Does Salazar have any plans for you soon then?
Not really.
He's just going to kind of follow Mushak's lead?
Yeah.
So, has he for sure decided he's staying?
I don't know. I mean...
It depends on what happens in the next episode.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because that could change ideas and motives.
True.
It's a surprise.
Yes.
So we got 2 surprises coming up next episode. Whether or not Salazar stays in Using, and whether or not Gamoree decides to be a vampire or not.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, just 2
Both of which could significantly change.
campaign altering decisions, 2 of which in the last episode of season 1.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gave you the revives. Maybe that would have made it a little scarier.
The revives are scary anyways. Just like having
I also
a
didn't know if they would work.
Yeah, they were experimental. So
could have killed you even worse.
Yeah, I think at that point you would go,
Double.
All right, let's see what happens. I mean, they're dead. All right, so just a real quick thing about like Desmodon and how it's set up. Desmodon's the country you're working for, the country that Shay is the princess of, but also, unbeknownst to the public, is head of their like secret ops division. And so the way they're structured is the 2 queens have like final say in everything. When it was first founded and stuff, they were already married and stuff. So they're the queens of it. They're the final say. But each city has certain political clout inside of the capital, depending on how big they are and how much revenue they generate and stuff. With there being a blood tax in the city that you could opt out of and pay via money, the wealth in Desmodon has gone up significantly because people can just pay their taxes via blood donation and don't have to spend any of their money. So, but if you're like, nah, I don't want to do that, like if it's religious reasons or like I don't feel like giving my blood this month or whatever, then here's some cash. Realistically, this is probably the best functioning country that you all have heard of. It has way less problems with its populace than other ones. But politically, each city gets to send 1 representative, and how much pull they have with the queens depends on how big the city is and everything. Do you have any questions about Desmodon?
No.
All right.
Is there something that we should question?
You all always have that like feeling or look like. I think also it's you all are more like what's going to happen in the next episode. You all were very like stressed about this past episode and that it would go
This is true.
well. And I think you're kind of in shock like that you beat them. There was also some kind of help to keep the Pantheras from starting a fight. But that's only temporary. What the heck is going to happen next?
Wait, did they actually just pass out?
So to refresh your memory, you saw Gamoree saw a couple of them going into a room, coming back out, and then looking just distressed and stuff. They were going to the bathroom. They were sick. And then when a couple of them got up to like resist, you think they were going to resist, they just started like passing out or just like. So
still doesn't answer my question.
What was the question?
Are they dead or did they just pass out?
Who knows?
Okay.
You got up to walk over towards them, and then the episode ended. So you don't know. So Gamoree doesn't know. So you can't know.
All right.
What did you think about when the little paper got slipped to you?
It's pretty cool. It was great.
What are your hypotheses of who slipped you the paper?
I mean, I just assumed that it was probably a Pumanoid or someone from the town.
Ellie.
No. Ellie's with Pac.
Yeah.
Or
Those
is
two were,
she?
yeah. She killed Pac to get blood on her
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
And Pac doesn't
Dang.
know magic, so no. Y'all still have not seen this dude do magic.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. He's cute and he's old.
He's just a cute little corgi person. It doesn't matter if he can just be book smart. Or just a really good con artist.
It's been the longest con.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see. I think what I'm planning for the next episode is 4 different acts, parts of it, with us ending with Gamoree and Shay meeting up to discuss so that's going to be the end of season 1, is whether or not she becomes a vampire.
Yeah.
So I think my current plan is 3 different acts before that happens. So there'll be a little bit of a time jump between Act 3 and Act 4 because we don't want to play you traveling back to Desmodon.
Nah.
Like, we just spend 4 episodes of her on a boat just riding back. Be
Sounds
really
boring.
boring. Yeah. So we'll do a little time jump and stuff.
Cool.
Cool.
I think that concludes this episode.
Alright, let's take care of some housekeeping. Our adventures encounter magical items, and I want to invite everyone to visit patreon.com/Looney Studios. The link is in the description. And on the front page, there's a link to a Google form where anyone can submit an idea for a magical item. Anyone can do this, you don't have to be a patron. And you can do it anonymously or put your name or username to it to receive credit if we use it. Please add to this list. We love seeing the magical items that people make. And also, while you're there, please check out the Looney Studios Patreon. If you become a patron, you gain access to the podcast early, among other perks. And speaking of Patreon, I want to thank all our patrons. Thank you for supporting Looney Studios and Aerde Tales. And Looney Studios can be found at looneystudios.com and at the social media platforms listed in the description. Please give a review on your favorite podcasting site, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, and submit magical items on our Patreon. The Looney family hopes that you have a wonderful day. That was a Looney Studios podcast.